opportunity to learn how you could go into job, either if you want to go in as a self-employed or if you're looking for a job. So it's to give you the opportunities that are there, that jobs are still there. We all know that it's difficult getting the job, but we're saying that there's job outside there. And we're trying to relate the opportunity for you to get a job, or to become self-employed, or to create something for yourself. And also with community participation, the advantage between the two and how both of them work together. So our speaker here today is in person of Ebun. She's a friend, and she's the founder of this organization called the Unforgettable Women's Network. And she works as a training employment officer back in Dublin. She'll tell you a little bit more about herself. So I'd like you all to just give you a round of applause for her. So part of the things we're doing today is that the first person that comes in, we want to give that person a gift. And we're not just giving out a gift because the gift is there. We're giving it out to say that the effort you put into things, it goes a long way. And it really, really matters, especially when you're going to an event or you're going, the way you do other people's things, that's the way you're going to work in your own personal life. So, to the best of my observation, the first person here today is, what's that? Mary, yeah? She was the first person, apart from the people we came in together with, so you're not. But as an outsider, she was the first person to get. So the gift here is, we have a gift from a flower shop here in Ebun, so the worth of €25. So you can just go in there and order for anything. That's the first gift. We have some other goodies inside the bag. And this lady is called Elena Campbell. She's a designer. She's offering to design a cloth for you at the end of the day. So we'll talk about that at the end. So thank you very much.
So there is benefit for being the first person to start, you know. One thing I always say is that we have to form the habit of encouraging people who come early. Because usually, like seminars I run in Dublin, if you're supposed to start at 2 o'clock, the program says 2 to 2:15 registration and, you know, blah, 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 you know, and at 2:20 we start. And so if there's 2 or 3 people there, we start. You know, so people have gotten used to the fact now that whenever he's having a party, or she's having a function, or she's having a seminar, if you come after the time, you're not gonna get any stuff. You know, and even when I'm having a party in my house, you know, if my party says 6 o'clock, I give you, you know, a few minutes, and if you come at 9 o'clock and the food is gone, it's gone. I'm not gonna go seriously, like, you know, we have this African culture, we're very, you know, very, how do you say, very hospitable. You know, so even if people come at midnight, late for a party that was supposed to be at 6, they will still go into the kitchen and cook. I don't do that. So everybody knows me now. So it's really brilliant to see that, you know, Susu, that you're encouraging and, you know, that, you know, people who come early. It's good to reward that. My name again is Ebun. I'm an IACP accredited counselor. So it's March, trying to work up those hours, but I finally got there. I work in Dublin. I have many hats. So one of them is as a professional counselor, but I have a master's in adult guidance and counseling. So I work with a program called the EPIC program in Dublin. It's funded by the Department of Justice and is run by business in the community. And basically what we do is we support migrants who are legally resident in Ireland to find employment. So we would do a 6 weeks training program, and then we would, you know, do all the other stuff that empowers. So it's about employability. So basically what we do, we don't help, we don't give people jobs, we don't find the job for them, but we empower them to be able to find the job themselves. One thing I always say to my clients, I said, it's brilliant that EPIC is here today, but what happens in the next 2 years, the Department of Justice cuts the fund, or the ESF, the European Social Fund, takes the fund, and EPIC does not exist. I would feel really bad if I have worked with you for 1 year or 2 years, and you lose a job, and you're looking for another EPIC to help you find a job. So what we try and do is to empower people, show you the skills, the keys, and what you need to do that you're able to do, not just for yourself, but the people within your circle. And so for me, that was the success of it. My dad always taught us something. He said, that the best thing he can do for us is give us an education, because an education is for him, for my dad, is like a fishing rod, because what if he does everything for me and then he's only giving me fish, he's fed me for a day. But if he gives me an education, good education, that is, some people pass through schools and schools don't pass through them. So that a system where you're both, benefit mutually, it says that education is the fishing rod with which wherever you are, you're able to operate from. So I'm presently, so I work full-time with business in the community as an adult guidance counselor. I'm also, I run a group called the Unforgettable Women's Network. I believe in gender equality. And I'm driving a campaign that says the equal value of the female person. We're trying to do so many things around domestic violence and blah, blah, blah. But I'm saying that, look, if society comes to a place where we equally value the female person, we won't need to be struggling about domestic violence because it won't happen. How many do you find men going and punching each other or beating each other? They have conversations because they equally value each other. And so what we're saying is that if we can bring people to that place where we value the other, whether it's a young person or an older person, that we value them, then we use communication instead of violence. I'm also in UCD studying for my PhD in social justice. So you can see that justice is in my head, And so basically today, the reason why I came to Haven is because I have this, passion now to see how we can get more, people into employment. And I know that, the unemployment rate says 14%, but last week it went down to 13.8, which is brilliant. That means it's down 2%. But one thing I always say is that I know that there are no jobs. However, if you look at it today, in the middle of the fact that there are no jobs, some people are going to find employment today. There is somebody, and I don't just mean one, like a number of people who are actually starting jobs today. So what did they have? What did they do differently? Were they lucky? Were they fortunate? What was it about them that made it possible for them to find employment today? So those are some of the things we're going to try and look at. How can we develop skills? Maybe not for you, maybe for others, maybe for you. I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to blab and hopefully you will get something that will be of help. But before we go through, I'm just going to do a round. So I've spent a long blog introducing myself. So if we just start from either side of the table, if you just tell us a little bit about you and what you hope to get out of today, that would be brilliant. Okay? Anybody want to start? You can help us out. Just tell us a little bit about you and what you hope to achieve from today.
Okay, awesome. My name is Susuana, so I'm hoping that from what she's going to be doing here today, that I'm also going to benefit as well and give myself an opportunity to improve from where I am to another stage as well. So that's what I'm hoping. To you.
What you are expecting from me?
Your name, or who you, a little bit about you, and what you hope to get out of today.
Okay. So my name is Małgorzata in Polish. In English is Margaret. And I'm living in Ireland for nearly 9 years. I was doing different jobs in Ireland, but now I am cooperating with American company. We are introducing it to Irish markets, and it's doing very good. And maybe I would like to invite people for our presentation to Dublin City Centre on Wednesday evening if anyone wishes to come and to listen. Thank you.
My name is Nelson. I worked before as a retail manager, and at the moment I'm working. So I would like to get an experience how to get a job. Thank you.
Thank you. Nelson,
Esther. So I've been in the Netherlands since 4 years in 2009. Okay. So I'm pretty sure it gave us better. Then I hope at the end of this program I'll get